Find your way here. What calls to you? What drives you? What makes you keep searching for a better answer, a better way forward? Find your beat, your rhythm, your voice, your place among the trailblazers, the visionaries, those who found their way here and created a legacy for you to build on. Part of a vast array of students from all walks of life. Find your why, your breakthrough, your opportunity to transform with educators whose passion for teaching and research inspires discovery and ignites change. Find your wow, your aha moment, your place in a growing family of Spartans who found their way here to a vibrant campus deeply woven into the fabric of a thriving city. Find your inspiration, your connection, your community, a future of earned achievement, pride, and purpose. Find more than an education. Find your journey, your home, and make a remarkable impact every day. UNC Greensboro. Find your way here.
half cadence, so, but we'll take it. All right, please be seated, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. As Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, it is my sincere pleasure to welcome all of you to UNC Greensboro's Doctoral Hooding Ceremony. We hold this doctoral hooding ceremony to honor all that these candidates have given to our university for teaching, research, and service, all while pursuing their own remarkable goals. These students are poised to become the next generation of college professors, researchers, problem solvers, and leaders. Graduates, we thank you, we wish you well, and we remind you to stay in touch with UNC Greensboro.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the UNCG faculty, I want to warmly congratulate all of you for your significant accomplishment today. Like many things in life that take such hard work, commitment, and sacrifice, you've achieved something very few have done before you. As of 2018, only 4.5% of the US population has a doctoral degree. As you embark on your new journey, I offer you a few things to consider. First, find your passion both professionally and personally. Life moves fast, and it's important to keep searching for the sweet spot at work and in your life. Happiness, health, and wellness are now widely recognized as an important part of being successful. Second is to use the specialized skills you have developed to help others at work, at home, and in your community. Serve as a catalyst for the good of others, whether you're working as a professor, in government, nonprofit, or for industry, and you will find yourself both content and successful. Finally, I want to thank you for joining our ranks, for the significance of becoming hooded today is far more than ceremonial. You now have this distinction which comes with great recognition, privilege, and a unique opportunity to make a difference in many significant ways. We are proud of you and happy for you. Go forward with great pride and always being part of the Spartan family, our honor tradition, and helping us write the future. Thank you. Now please join me in welcoming our Chancellor, Frank Gilliam.
Good afternoon. I take it you can hear me. Dr. Chow, thank you. Dr. Burke, thank you, and good afternoon. I'm pleased to welcome all of you, family, friends, and of course, most importantly, our doctoral candidates to our December hooding ceremony. As Chancellor, one of my greatest privileges is being part of this important day, and particularly for our doctoral students who we now recognize and launch to become the next generation of scholars, researchers, and professionals. The ritual and formality, the pomp and circumstance are symbolic of the hallowed place that doctoral education holds both in the academy and here at UNC Greensboro. I want to extend my congratulations and respect for this accomplishment, and I will have some remarks a little later of a couple of words of wisdom I may pass along, such as it is. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege and pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. As chair of the board and as a proud alumnus of this fine institution, I congratulate you on your significant accomplishment. The board recognizes the important and distinct role that doctoral education plays within our mission. and I am so pleased to be here with you today and to celebrate our newest class of Spartan doctors. We take great pride in you. You're the best that we offer as a university, one of the best. You have a great deal to be proud of, and we take great pride in you, and we take seriously our mission as a doctoral granting institution. When you leave here today, remember us. Remember us to your colleagues or to smart, inspiring students that you would like to see here. And when you've made your fortune, remember us again as well. To your family, friends, and the faculty who've supported you through this process, I'd like to thank you for all that you have done to support our candidates. It's a great day for the university, it's a great day for each of you, and it's a great day to be a Spartan. Congratulations again.
Good afternoon. I'm very pleased to be with you on this special occasion recognizing the pinnacle of higher education achievement. Congratulations to you. Know that UNC Greensboro is proud of your accomplishment. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Heidi Hanrahan. She is professor of English at Shepherd University. Dr. Hanrahan graduated with a BA in English and History from Roanoke College and an MA in English in 2001. She also holds a PhD in English from UNC Greensboro in 2005. So she was sitting where you are not that long ago. She's accomplished a great deal since that time. Her teaching and research interests include 19th century American literature, women writers, composition, and 19th century British literature. During Dr. Hanrahan's time at Shepherd, she's been awarded a Summer Professional Development Grant, an Outstanding Service Award, the Storer College Faculty Award for Diversity and Social Justice, an Outstanding Advisor Award, and the Annette H. Murphy Faculty Excellence Fund Award. Dr. Hanrahan was also named the Faculty Merit Foundation of West Virginia Professor of the Year in 2018. We are proud of this UNC Greensboro doctoral graduate. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hanrahan. Thank you.
Thank you. You can hear me, right? Very good. Chancellor Gilliam, Provost Dunn, Vice Provost Burke, faculty, family, friends, and about to be newly minted doctors. What an honor to be here on this special day, back at a place I love so much, a place that helped make me who I am, and that continues to be a site for truly transformative education. In preparing my remarks for today, I thought back to my own hooding in December 2005. As I worked on my graduate degrees at UNCG, I was blessed with so many mentors, including a top-notch dissertation committee. So when my chair, Dr. Karen Kilcup, couldn't be there for the actual ceremony, she asked Dr. Karen Weiler, another member of my committee, to pinch hit for her, and she stepped right up. Indeed, in addition to everything I learned in the classroom at UNCG, I learned this important lesson about pitching in. Helping out, working together, giving back, it makes such a difference, and it was the operating principle of most everyone I worked with here. I'm betting you know this to be true. UNCG faculty go above and beyond, grateful for their own mentors and cognizant of the important role they play as mentors themselves. So yes, Dr. Weiler stepped up for my hooding ceremony, but because she was herself still rather new in her career, she hadn't yet purchased her own doctoral robes. These things aren't cheap, right? Where was she going to get regalia from Chapel Hill, her graduate institution, at such short notice? Somewhat amazingly, another faculty member in the English department, Dr. Mary Ellis Gibson, was able to lend her some old Chapel Hill robes that her father wore decades earlier, and they fit, as well as these things ever fit. So, robes acquired, check. But a few challenges remained. When we got to the Coliseum, and this is when they still did it at the Coliseum, Dr. Weiler confessed she'd never actually hooded someone. "I hope I can figure it out," she said. "No worries," I assured her. "My last name is in the H's. We'll see how all the folks before us do it." And then they lined us up. Guess who came first? All of those people with last names A through G's were no-shows. So, we gathered our breaths firm, stepped up to the plate, and, well, she nailed it, of course. Now, there's one big detail I've left out. The evening before, and into that morning, we had experienced something that I missed least about Greensboro: an ice storm. Power had gone off and on and off around the city. The roads were a nightmare. The ceremony was delayed. But in the end, it all happened. In that moment, when I was hooded by a cherished mentor who braved dangerous roads to get there, standing in for another cherished mentor, wearing the well-worn, borrowed robes of a long-retired academic, I was part of a chain. Looking forward and looking back, reminded of a central truth about the inspiring work of education. Regardless of discipline, higher education calls us to a life of the mind, but also always a life of service and cooperation, dialogue and collaboration. In short, we are all bound up together. In fact, the title of my speech comes from a figure I first learned about in a class with Dr. Kilcutt, Francis E.W. Harper, an African-American writer and activist whose work spanned both the abolition and women's suffrage movements. One of the best-known African-American poets of her day, she was a pioneer in dialect poetry, combining the moves of classical white poets with the voices of black slaves, making it clear that poetic voices come in all colors and that all those voices deserve to be heard. Her powerful novel, Iola Leroy, provides a simultaneously hopeful and devastating view of Reconstruction. Moreover, her insistence on linking the issues of women's suffrage and lynching placed her at odds with the white suffragist movement. To put it bluntly, she made lots of people uncomfortable, including herself. As scholar Elizabeth Ammons writes, quote, "The life chosen by Harper was not easy, often placing her in danger, traveling alone in the South to speak out against lynching and discrimination. Her life must have been lonely at times, and by her own account, it was filled with hardship." Like I said, she made people uncomfortable, but she pushed on because she believed in what she was doing and because she knew it mattered. In 1866, Harper spoke at the 11th National Women's Rights Convention in New York City, sitting on stage with Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony. Here, she gave a powerful speech that called upon everyone, including the white women who had invited her there, to live up to the promises of the movement, those promises that lay at the core of who we as a people claim to be. Quote, "We are all bound up together in one great bundle of humanity, and society cannot trample on the weakest and feeblest of its members without receiving the curse in its own soul. Society cannot afford to neglect the enlightenment of any class of its members." I love the image Harper gives us here, this great bundle of humanity all bound up together. The language here sounds more tough and contentious than other images of American diversity and promise, but that's what I love about it. That tough and contentious language is more honest, isn't it? The idea is that we all suffer when some are held back, that equality and opportunity benefit us all, but it isn't easy, and it won't be easy. We are called to work on the challenges of our world together. And graduates, I am convinced that all of you, whether you find yourselves in the classroom, the hospital room, the laboratory, the boardroom, the music hall, or in the open air, are perfectly positioned to do the hard work we are called to do. And let's be clear, there is so much work to be done on a local and global scale. It can seem overwhelming. But when I scanned the list of doctoral programs that UNCG offers today, I found myself filled with so much hope. Programs in nursing, music, education, the sciences, the humanities, each of which matters and can make a difference. I will confess, one program jumped out at me: nanoscience. Look, I have no real sophisticated idea of what that is. But here's my best definition: smart and talented people making tiny things that can make our lives better, maybe save lives, and just maybe help save our world. Good? Yeah. Very cool. And not a bad metaphor for what I've been trying to say here today. Individual, seemingly small pieces coming together to make our world better. That's each of us. That's inspiring. As I wrap up my comments today, I want to talk a little bit more about that word, inspire. It means breathe into. As in so many creation stories, when a divine force breathes life into dust and creates people, inspire. Today we use it to describe when anyone gives you that burst of life that you need to make a difference. What a powerful metaphor for how we can change others in our world. Think about the people who've inspired you, your faculty, your peers, your friends, your family. And now you get the privilege of inspiring others. Graduates, I'm so inspired by you. From all backgrounds, you are, day by day, working out what it means to be active, engaged, educated, and productive citizens of your community, your countries, and our world. You will help us work together in this great bundle of humanity. This is hard work, but it is so important. And I know you are up to the challenge. I can't wait to see you do it. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hanrahan, for your thoughtful and inspiring words. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize all doctoral degree candidates and to authorize Chancellor Gilliam to confer the degrees. Speaking for the Board of Trustees of this university and acting under the delegation of powers by the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina, I authorize you, Chancellor Franklin Gilliam, Jr., to confer the appropriate doctoral degrees upon the candidates approved by the faculties.
Today, UNCG will award 121 doctoral degrees in the following categories: 60 Doctor of Philosophy, 12 Doctor of Education, 7 Doctor of Musical Arts, and 32 Doctor of Nursing Practice. These figures represent students who received degrees in August, as well as those who are completing their degrees in December.
Will the candidates please rise? Chancellor Gilliam, I have the honor to present and to recommend the candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Musical Arts, or Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Acting on the recommendation of the graduate faculty as conveyed by Vice Provost Burke and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of North Carolina, I hereby confer the degree upon those of you who have met the requirements for the doctoral degree for which you have been recommended, with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations. Please be seated. You will be called with your academic unit. Clap.
Will Dean Kiss please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences? Will the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences recommended to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand and come forward to be hooded? Will Dean Banks please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the Joseph M. Bryan School of Business and Economics? And will the doctoral degree candidates from the Joseph M. Bryan School of Business and Economics recommended to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand and come forward to be hooded? Will Dean Penfield please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the School of Education? And will the doctoral degree candidates from the School of Education recommended to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Education please stand and come forward to be hooded?
Martin Whitehurst, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Claudia Pagliaro and Dr. Amy Becker. Lawrence Travis Locklear, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Laura Gonzalez. Elizabeth Ann Chapman, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Laura Gonzalez. Sharon Okeo, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Holt Wilson.
Will Dean Matacola please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the School of Health and Human Sciences? And will the doctoral degree candidates from the School of Health and Human Sciences recommended to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Education please stand and come forward to be hooded?
Casey Beal Fosler, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Arthur Anastopoulos and Dr. Heather Helms. Margaret Conover Whedon, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Susan Coffin. Rebecca Chase Guerrero, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Linda Heston. Martha Grace Devil Rivera, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Dr. Diane Gill. Jennifer Ruth Cole, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Dr. Diane Gill. Willette T. Middleton, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Thomas Martinez. Trina Maurice Pratt, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Thomas Martinak. Summer Vassie McMurray, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Celia Hooper, Dr. William Ogletree.
Will Dean Remsburg please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the School of Nursing? Will the doctoral degree candidates from the School of Nursing, will Dean Remsburg please step forward to congratulate the students? And will the doctoral degree candidates from the School of Nursing recommended to receive the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Nursing Practice please stand and come forward to be hooded? Will Dean Aubert please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering? Will the doctoral degree candidates from the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering recommended to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand and come forward to be hooded?
Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. Dennis Lajeunesse. Stephen Jordan Crawford, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dr. James Ryan and Dr. Shyam Adava Buddha.
Will Dean McClung please step forward to congratulate the candidates for the doctoral degrees from the College of Visual and Performing Arts? Will the doctoral degree candidates from the College of Visual and Performing Arts recommended to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Musical Arts please stand and come forward to be hooded? Will all of our new graduates, will all of our new doctoral degree recipients stand? Please join me in congratulating our new doctors. Congratulations all, and please be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome Chancellor Gilliam to give his special remarks to the doctoral degree recipients.
Well, I'll try to keep my remarks brief as I'm the last thing standing between you and day drinking. So, Maybe that was a little projection on my part. I'm going to offer two sets of remarks, one formal and one more personal. So more formally, as we watch each of you walk across the stage, and I must say, in this signature building, Dr. Hanrahan, you talked about yours being in the Coliseum, but I think this is a more fitting venue for our doctoral students, is indeed a testament to our commitment to graduate education, and in particular doctoral education. And yet graduate education, and especially doctoral education, is probably the least understood element of higher education. So one thing that you all will be able to do is answer the question when they say, oh, what are you doing? I'm in graduate school. Well, when are you gonna finish? Oh, 7 years, you know. You're gonna be able to say, I'm done. Right? You won't have to answer the question, what does it mean to be in graduate school? But what it does mean is that you develop and acquire the expertise and the discipline needed to generate new knowledge, innovation. You're able to find new frontiers of discovery through your research and your creative activity. And indeed, doctoral education is the engine through which we mentor the next generation of educators for the academy. We also use this as a mechanism to nurture the leaders of practice in their fields. And the benefits of a doctoral education have served as the foundation for many leaders, guiding us through an ever-changing, complex, and difficult world. Somebody at the beginning, I think, talked about the small percentage of folks in the United States who receive the PhD or a similar degree, single digits. And there's a reason for it. You have to make the choice to invest your time, your resources, your emotional energy, your sanity, right? To this enterprise. That's why not many people make it. Not many people make it. You all made it. So let me say something less formally to you on this, you've made it. Let's say three things, three concepts, if you will. The first is what we've been talking about at this university a lot lately, earned achievement. And this is in response to what some of you will be confronted with. You'll hear about it, this idea of imposter syndrome, right? Gee, am I really this good? Are they going to discover that I'm a fraud? But I can tell you, after 37 years of faking it, they never figure it out. But they don't figure it out because it's not true. You've earned the achievement. You've earned it. Nobody gave it to you. Secondly, be your authentic self. Be who you are. Don't let the academy, a job, an institution change you, who your true essence is. Because if you try to adhere to some other standards or standards imposed externally, you will fail. You will ultimately fail. You'll fail yourself, you'll fail your family, you'll fail your community. And you will incur a cost. Because it's difficult to try to be something that you're not. You know, I don't know what rock band sang the song Come As You Are, but you have to come as you are. And if they can't take you, then you leave it. And you find where you're supposed to be. But be your authentic, true self. Finally, and I don't have to tell you this, but I will remind you this because while this is an accomplishment and it closes one chapter, you're now opening a new chapter. And what got you here is resilience. This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And you're going to have to be ever more resilient because you will be confronted with challenges. You will fall down sometimes. You will, as the kids say, have to take the L sometimes. You will. It's the way this business goes. Your papers will get rejected. Your grant won't get a high enough grade. You won't get the job that you want. But it's not those instances that define who you are. It's what we all know, the old cliche. It's how you come back. It's being resilient to overcome those challenges and still persevere to your goal. So while I want you to be proud of what you've accomplished today, and you should be, I want you to be who you are, be your authentic selves, and I want you to remember that you're going to have to be resilient. It's going to require resiliency to continue in your career. Now, before I conclude, I'd like to recognize some very important guests who are with us today. Sorry, I'm battling the sniffles. Would you please stand as I call you and remain standing? The parents of our graduates, will you please stand? Grandparents, spouses, partners, children, friends, we're so happy you all are here today. I did it. You did it. And thank you. Please be seated. Sorry, I'm sniffling here. Finally, I'd like the faculty to stand so our graduates can express their appreciation. Please be seated. Let us also take a moment to acknowledge the participation of the following student groups in the ceremony today. The University Marshals, who provide leadership throughout the year and are integral to this commencement ceremony, and the undergraduate one we'll have tomorrow. The Graduate Student Brass Quintet, selected from our nationally recognized School of Music, and thank you all for providing our lovely music today. Can you please give them a round of applause?
Doctors, congratulations once again. This concludes our ceremony. So please remain seated during the recessional until the faculty and graduates have moved out of the auditorium. Guests are then encouraged to move outside to meet your graduate. Thank you all.